is it so hard for men to be consistent? Why is it so hard for men to lead?
First things first. Hey, girl. Hey, I love your content, and you be dressing, okay, and you're hilarious, and I see you in your acting bag, okay. But just to address this in general, I talk to my homegirls all the time. I got a couple homegirls who are married, a couple homegirls who are still in the dating scene, and we talk about this all the time, the problems that they're having in dating and everything. I think one of the major issues when it comes to dating today is social media. Social media really has a lot of people thinking unrealistic or setting unrealistic expectations, right? I think that a lot of men and women out there, but to address your question in regards to dating men, a lot of men think they have a lot of options available to them.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
Wrong. No. Man, we know with the internet being in use today, we don't have a lot of options. We know that that actually makes it worse for us. We understand that and we get it. We know that with the invention of DMs, Snapchat, Instagram, and all of these other apps, and once you realized that people could, because see, before this, it was just straight text messages, or you had to call, pick up the phone and call somebody and exchange numbers. But now you don't even need that. Most people go up to each other and say, let me have your Instagram or let me have your Snapchat. Snapchat, the messages just disappear. It's just gone. So we know with that, who knows what your girl could be doing. That makes our options go down. And the options that we do have is just more of an increased risk for those to cheat. So why would she say that men think that we have more options? No, women actually have more options.
I don't like to lose. Second.
When it comes to this,
Because of social media, everything is just a click away, is a DM away with girls and stuff. And you really don't have to put in that effort to get to know people and make them genuinely like you. You can present this false persona online and get people that way. And then once they get to know you, they realize like your personality.
Like women do?
Like, I really don't like you. But the person that they portrayed themselves to be, you kind of fell for that person. I think also, it's easy for them to get you because you present who you are online.
No, 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 cause, no.
You present who you want, what you want from someone online. So it's easy for them to pretend to be that until they get you. They don't have to be that anymore. That is my second thing that I think is an issue. Lastly, I think that a lot of women are not setting boundaries. Y'all aren't. We live the dating culture right now in today's world. A lot of us are women. When I say us, I'm saying women are, accepting what comes, just accepting what comes with everything, and just rolling with the punches, I guess, to say.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. I'm saying.
I don't.
Really? Women are setting these boundaries and they just accepting whatever. What sense does that make? Women are the main ones that's online with the faking, with the filters, with the portraying lifestyles that they don't live. They got their pick of the litter, to be honest with you. It's the men, the ones who we actually have to go out, work out, make ourselves look presentable so we can get picked, really. Because the women, you can put on your filters, you can put on your fake hair, your fake lashes, you can go on one vacation and take a bunch of different pictures and wait months later and post a couple of pictures and then wait a little bit while longer and post some more pictures and then go somewhere else and post some pictures and make it seem like you just this great traveler and you got all of this money. And then we roll up on you and realize you don't got all that and you just faking it. And you don't even look like these pictures. Who is this person that just showed up at the door? Who is this person that I'm taking out on a date? What is she talking about?
And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's empowered. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
I have a better way of saying that. You guys aren't setting standards. You aren't setting boundaries. Like, I will not deal with this. What you're doing is, I'm not putting a title on it. I'm just kind of going with the flow. I don't want to make it seem like, I'm pressed. You know what I'm saying? Setting a standard is not you being pressed. Setting a standard is letting the person know how to treat you and what you're not willing to put up with. So look, if you want to talk to me, if you want to deal with me, this is what it looks like for me. I'm one. to be married. I want to start a family. I want to build with my partner. And if that's not falling in line with
Women ain't asking that. Women is asking, how much money do you make? What kind of car do you drive? How many kids do you got? They're not talking about marriage off the rip. She's just, women are delusional when it comes to this stuff. And she out here spreading this to other women, got them thinking this. When they all know that they not asking these questions. They trying to see how much money you spending on this first date. They trying to see what kind of card you using. Do you got cash? What your car look like when you pull up on them? Shit. Let me tell you, this one time I took a chick out, I was still in college. I was driving an old ass car. Think she liked me. I hit her up. We went out to this Mexican restaurant, got something to eat, paid for it. I tried to park way in the back with my car. I was in college, I was embarrassed. We left the restaurant. I walked into her car. She got in her car. But I'm walking in my car, and it's taking me a long time to get to my car. And for some reason, I could feel like somebody was looking at me. So I just so happened to turn around. She done got out of her car, and she is peeking around the building to see what type of car I'm getting into. And when she saw what type of car I got into, she ain't never answered the phone ever again. When I went to the house, I knew it. Like, I intentionally called her when I got home, knowing that she wasn't going to answer the phone. And she never, ever called me back. But I wasn't even hurt by it because I realized that was one of the first times that I really realized what it was in my head. That's when it clicked for me. A lot of stuff clicked for me at that moment. What they really say they want and what they really want is two totally different things.
with what you got going on, leave me alone. Or be willing to walk away. Walk away from anything that's not serving you and your plans. If it ain't adding to you, it's taking away from you. Walk away. Be okay with walking away and be okay with being alone. Not lonely, but alone. It's nothing wrong with that. And I think that when I met my person, we met in 2016, and what I will say is the dating scene was much different then than it is now. I'll give you that, but even at that point in my life, like, I was okay with being by myself. I was okay with being alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was okay with who I was by myself. I liked me by myself. So it was okay that I didn't have somebody. I was okay, and I was willing to accept that be my life. You know what I'm saying? Prior to that, that wasn't how I moved, and I got into relationships that weren't serving me, that weren't adding to who I wanted to be today or in the future. You know what I'm saying? So social media really got a lot of people brainwashed. Women are setting standards, and a lot of men think they have more options than they really do.
Nigga, I'm leaving.
And
She killing me with that.
you're giving away the formula on how to get you. Then once they get you, the chase is over. The chase is done, because a lot of men just are out here on games. So that's just my little 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who this will or won't help, but
That's a lie. The whole options thing, what she was saying, men do not think we have a lot of options when it comes to online. It's really almost like the real world. When you see the super pretty women or the women that's on a certain level that's not in your group or in your range that you think that you can get, you don't get in their inboxes. Just like if you see them out in public, if they look like they're at your range, you don't mess with them because you already know what it is. As a man, you already know what it is.
Stay in your lane.
Men are honest with ourselves when it comes to stuff like that. Now, it's some dudes that got a hell of a mouthpiece and they don't care. They going up to every chick that they like. But most dudes, when you know who you are and you know what level you on, you go exactly for what's on your level. Sometimes you go out your level a little bit because you're trying to test yourself. But for the most part, you ain't jumping 10 steps above who you think you can get. Only women do stuff like that. That's why they put the extra filtered pictures online and borrow their friends' clothes and wear them and take pictures and doctor these pictures up and have them all over social media.
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail. Period.
Because they want the high-earning, high-class individual to jump in their inbox and get them. Because in real life, they don't look like that. They can't just walk through the mall looking like that and just get that guy. They can't just walk around in public and get that kind of guy. They have to lure you in. They know they have the more options. Man, we know we don't. If I see a female that's on my level, I might say something to her. Besides that, I'm not even gonna waste my time. Because I know if she looks at my pictures or see who I am, she gonna be like, nah. But if I was ugly and if I knew I had a lot of money and I had my cars all on my page, I just holler at all of them because I know exactly what they gunning for. They gunning for fun. They looking for status. And we know this. And anybody else who agrees with me, or if you don't agree with me, leave your comments at the bottom. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.